with it. Yeah, this is how. So this implicit weight, once you have it here, we are telling it applies globally to all your code. In my step definition here as well, I have I put thread or sleep, or is it in my step definition or my page object? That's my page. Okay, I think it's in my page object. It's my step definition, I think. But yeah, I mean, most of you are familiar with how to use thread or sleep. If not, yeah, yeah. Okay. I mean, most of you are familiar with how to use thread or sleep, with the implicit weight also. Before the class, I did send a link in a group chat which takes you to Selenium HQ, where you can get all the type of weight and examples. So you have examples in Java, you have it in C#, you have it in other programming language. And one thing as well, when you want to use implicit weight or explicit weight, you need to install this NuGet packages, Selenium weight helpers, and I think .NET weight helpers. I also put that in the chat. So before you use explicit weight or fluent weight, you have to, I think even with this implicit weight, you need to install this NuGet packages to help you to be able to use your weight. It's in the group chat as well. All right, so let me just go to my page object where I have so this is how you set your explicit weight as well. So the first line of code is WebDriver wait is equal to WebDriver wait. So here you are telling the WebDriver to wait for 10 seconds. And you are saying to the WebDriver that this login button here, it should wait until this login button is clicked before it executes the code. So until this login button is not clicked, then this Selenium will not move to the next block of code until it's not going to move to the next block of code to execute. It's going to wait for 10 seconds. And in these 10 seconds, until this button is enabled or clicked, it shouldn't execute the next block of code. So I'm going to comment out this wait, and I'm going to run my code to see if they're going to pass or if they're going to fail. Then, okay. All right, so let me save this. Let me save all. Let me just rebuild it. Okay. All right, so all right, so this is just a simple code I want my script to navigate to Prep Major. It should log in and just log me in. So it's just a login project, yeah, just to demonstrate the weight. So is it that okay. Ooh, okay, so my test project is failing. Let's open the test log to see what is happening. Okay, so as we can all see here, it says that on no such element, unable to locate, if you guys can read from line 5, so I think most of us are very familiar with this error. So it's saying that no such element exception. So it was unable to locate elements, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So let's scroll down. Let's see our standard input. Our first step was done, which was to navigate to the website. The second one to click on login menu. Okay, so when I enter Rexford, when I enter username, it's showing an error and it's saying that it's unable to find the element. Okay, so let's try to apply weight here. Let's see if it's gonna work for us. Maybe if weight doesn't work for us, then we will know that okay, we are not having the right locator. So let me go to my webhooks and let me uncomment my so here um so let me just review. Right, so now my code is failing and it's saying to me that it can't find, it's unable to um, locate an element. So I'm trying to use this way to see if it's going to work. Okay, so I haven't changed my locator. I haven't changed the element, but as soon as I put implicit weight in my code or in my test project, my test part. So imagine if you as a QA or you as a developer, you don't know how to use this weight or you don't know that your code is failing due to weight, you might take days, you might take months to try to get just this block of code running, and this will drive you crazy. This will literally like drive you crazy. We all know how we feel when our code is not passing. So can you guys see how just this block, this line of code has saved me from all this hassle? Okay, so let's go to my page object. In my page object as well, I have a type of weight here. Um, Let me uncomment it. So I've explained it earlier here. I'm just saying to the web driver that when it gets to login button, it should wait until the login button is clicked before it will execute, it should execute to the next line. Did I comment out my, okay, let me comment out um, my implicit works. So I quite remember when I was running this before the class, when I was running this automation, I was finding it a little bit, my code was failing when it had to click on the login button because Selenium was fast, I couldn't wait. And that is why I have my implicit wait in the uh, click on in my action method in the click on the login button. So I've saved this, I've saved this. Let me just review this and let me just review the command line code. Right, my code is failing again. Let's see why it's failing. Okay, saying that no such element unable to locate. Okay, so it's taking a little bit of time to also locate the username test field. So with the username test field, let me go back to my page object. Let me just put like thread.sleep here. I'm just trying to use thread.sleep. Red. Code. Okay. Okay, so what I'm saying is when it gets to line 38, when it gets to enter username, it should wait for 5 seconds before it executes. So, so I think Abhijit has a question. Preventive steps. Yeah, you include it when you're having issues. I mean, as long as you're not having issues, you just move on. But once you're having issues, you okay. So I think the main issue now is the enter first name test field, which was taking a little bit of time to for the element for Selenium to locate it. So I think yes, that's pretty much how you use let me see, have I go? Yeah, that's pretty much how you use weight and when to use them and how to use them. So this is how the code snippet for yeah, this is how the code snippet for fluent weights looks like. So the difference between the explicit weight and the fluent weight is this pole interval line of code you have here. Unlike explicit weight that will wait until this element is clicked with fluent weight within every 3 seconds, it will check. So let's say here we need to have, okay, so here within every 3 milliseconds out of this 2 seconds, it will check if the element is interacted or visible. So all what you need is to have the block of code and you put it in your action class and you just like amend it according to your code or your element or the locator you are using. So yes, that's pretty much it for weight. I don't know if anyone has got any question. If there's anything which is unclear, then we can